Ha 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 ha. That's not fun.
I'll tell you what. I got a bounce in my step today. I admit the prediction segment just it gets the juices going for me. There's just nothing quite like it. Another beautiful fall day. It's almost a summer day today. I think we may have hit 80. But who's complaining? Going to be crisp football weather as we get into next week. And indeed, the award-winning, although we really can't name what award it's won.
I don't see any trophies.
No, we really, but we like calling it that, even though we've admitted a long time ago that it's really more in our own minds. We think it deserves some kind of recognition, primarily because, of course, it includes Dan from Woodbury, has, I think, from almost the beginning, 10 years. Carl Gerbschmidt, well, we brought him aboard. It was starting to sag a little bit. We needed a little new life. We needed something to kind of spruce it up a bit. And so we added Carl Gerbschmidt to the mix, and now they both join us by telephone. Welcome back to the award-winning prediction segment, gentlemen.
Hello.
Yeah.
Carl?
I won lots of awards myself.
Really? Roadkill?
I won 4th grade President's Physical Fitness Award.
Really?
6th grade President's Physical Fitness Award.
How many Road Blow awards have you won?
Who was the president? Had to be a
I
one-termer.
think it was Reagan, I think, at the time, or something like that. I got it we got it framed somewhere in the house.
I threw the question out to the audience. Would Carl be...
Oh, first of all,
yeah.
just so we get some things straight before we start this year. So I want to have, like a set of ground rules.
Well, it's not your show. It's not your show, really.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the one who wanted me to come back on the air. Okay, number one, I won last year. Number two,
I don't think that's
I won
true.
the Ultimate Football Challenge last year. I would like to be referred to as reigning champion, Carl Gerbschmidt.
Well, I don't think you won last year. In fact,
did.
no, I don't think you did. I don't know who did. Who won it? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
I don't even think we keep standing.
I won the Ultimate
Dan from
Football Challenge,
Yep.
Dan.
Dan from Woodbury.
Dan from Woodbury won it last year, Carl.
He did not. He's an idiot.
That's not,
I won the whole thing, and you don't know it. And I am the champion, like the Packers are champions. So, okay, again, this is just so typical, Minnesota. You refuse to recognize greatness. Go ahead. That's your show. Go on. Start your little segment.
Are you more drunk or more haughty? That was my poll question today. When you joined us,
I am neither, Dan. I'm not drunk nor haughty.
You're very haughty.
I don't even know what haughty means.
Full of yourself.
I'm not full of myself.
Full of your team.
I'm full of life. I'm full of the Packers.
How embarrassed are you that WTMG television refused to
Milwaukee?
The Milwaukee NBC affiliate didn't even bother putting on the president's speech so that they could play 90 minutes early, well, an hour. I think they started at 6:30 actually. A stupid pregame show with more mythic lore about Lombardi and Curly Lambeau and Boyd Dowler. Honest to God, what an embarrassment.
What president's speech?
The
Did the president speak last night?
Yes, he did.
Why? Well, that's not very bright.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, he's not very bright. Why would you do that? That's like, what, do you expect people to pay attention to you? What kind of dope is that?
Dan from Woodbury, would you call a president a dope for attempting to... Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Looks like we lost Carl here. Let me see if I got the right guy.
Yeah, we lost Carl, so we'll get
Carl's
him back.
gone, yeah.
Yeah.
How about that? He says stupidity.
Well, it's sad, but it's actually probably true because I think more people than not, I bet if they did more people would have watched the pregame show because of football-crazed America than the president's speech.
Carl, what happened? What's wrong with you?
Why are you hanging up on me?
We didn't hang up on you. You just said something stupid, but if we hung up on you every time you said something stupid, we'd be hanging up on you 9 times a segment.
I was going to say, the only thing stupid in the president's having a speech last night is all these disrespectful NFL teams playing on Sunday. Why is that? Why are you doing that? Don't you realize it's an anniversary of something really important? Why do you have to play a game on Sunday?
Unless the Packers were playing.
They're not. They play on Thursday, man. It was the 8th. Okay?
I don't even know what to say.
You don't even know when the Packers played. It was last night.
I heard a little of the comment.
Why am I on this show with a bunch of people who don't have any idea what football is?
Are you all right? What's going on here?
I'm good. That's not me. That's someone else.
Stan from Woodbury. So let me ask you something. I heard a little bit of the Common show earlier. He wasn't impressed by your team's effort last night. Yeah, the offense looked good, but how about stopping somebody every once in a while?
What I say? What?
He didn't like your defensive effort.
Are you out of your mind?
There was none. There was none at all. There's not even an E for effort. There was no effort.
Don't you recognize? Did you never see the rope-a-dope that Muhammad Ali did?
Comparing the Green Bay Packers to the greatest fighter of all time. Okay, I get it.
It's not fair to the Packers, I know, because he's not really an ultimate champion.
Right, okay, I get it.
No, we kind of let him score. I never have a little fun.
So you let him score?
Ali threw his gold medal into the river. I don't see Aaron Rodgers throwing his Super Bowl ring into the river.
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would you do something stupid like that?
Well, protest something.
Is that what happened to the Vikings rings? They all threw them in the river?
Not that funny.
No, it's really not.
Not that.
For you.
Can we start doing some picks?
Yeah, here's the deal. I'm sensing that there's not the proper amount of respect for our team and how great it is.
Well, first of all, for me, that's not true. I picked your team to go 14-2.
Oh, you're light?
You consider that disrespectful?
I do, a little bit, yeah. Don't you think that? Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Green Bay.
Question.
What was their record?
Well, they won. Okay, the record they got in the playoffs. They're hot now.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I think they're brilliant. They're getting all kinds of respect, and their fans are getting no respect.
I don't think we are giving them any respect. I think you're not giving enough respect at all.
Being more interested in a stupid pregame show than the President of the United States speaking on an important issue.
Yeah, I videotaped it, so I don't know.
Yeah, great. Let's go. Let's start with. By the way, we really meant to do the segment yesterday, but we forgot.
We forget.
We actually
I tried to call in for 2 days. I used some of my best lines ever.
I wouldn't go that far.
Igor from Egan, I couldn't get through.
Yeah, well, we're not complete morons.
Bobby from Brooklyn Park, I couldn't get through.
What
Paul
else?
from St. Paul, I almost got through, but your show ran out.
Is Common all right?
No, I'm just kind of stunned. Plus, I'm picking up boys from school.
That's what I figured. It's kind of complicated, yeah.
I have my daughter in the car. You know, her making a lot of
I've got boxing to do. I'm on national television tonight doing ring announcement. I've got things going on.
Night. Okay?
What?
I don't care. You people aren't giving me respect.
What?
I need some respect.
I think he is drunker than he's more drunk than he is haughty. I agree now.
You're not paying attention. All you're doing is like fumbling with your phone.
All right, can we?
We're off to a hell of a start.
Oh, this is classic.
Phone? What are you doing?
I don't know. You see, I think he's. Are you like cradling it because you're carrying something else?
Get back to us.
Common, are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
I can't understand a word. He's slurring badly. I think he's having a stroke.
Are you having a stroke, Carl?
No, I'm fine. I'm not making any noise at all. He just keeps fumbling his damn phone. Tampa
Bay is playing the Lions, I believe, in Tampa. They're the Tampa Bay's home club, and the Bucks are favored by 1.5. That's all? 1.5 over Common's Motor City Kitties. Guardsy, we'll start with you.
This pick will start my NFC North is getting no respect in the first. Speaking of respect, Carl, in the first week of the NFL season, I think the Lions are going to win the game, so I will pick them to cover that point and a half.
Well, that's not no respect. 1.5 when Tampa's at home and they were a playoff team. That's giving the Lions more respect than they probably deserve going in.
Yeah, but that doesn't fit what I'm trying to the aura I'm trying to project here.
Gerby?
First of all, I think that Detroit. Everybody's saying how great Detroit's going to be this year. I don't think so. I think they got like one good player on defense, and he's kind of a jerk. And the rest of the team sucks. So I think Tampa will win the game and cover.
I'll go next. Tampa Bay is probably a bit overrated, which might be good news for the Vikings because they got them the second week of the season. They made the playoffs. I do like their QB, but real soft schedule last year. All that being said, I'm not going to keep playing the same game I do every year with the Lions about, they're coming along. They're really good. They're finally going to jumpstart it. They might be better, and Tampa Bay might be overrated, but at home, Tampa Bay will cover 1.5 points over the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I know I got a lot of the bravado with the roar's been restored. I try to play the game and, talk big and puff my chest out, but courage. And I don't know how much they really have. I think Schwartz is doing a nice job, and he's infused some enthusiasm there. I think some of the guys believe they're going to be better, but their secondary is suspect. Their linebacking core is weak. Their defensive line is good.
Yeah.
Offensively, I'm still not convinced their quarterback, and forget even staying healthy, that he's just really
that good
top flight quarterback. They were really counting on the Illinois running back, the rookie kid. He's out.
Why didn't they want Chester Taylor? They should have picked up Chester Taylor.
Yeah, I'm not saying the year is going to be a bust for them. I don't think they're going back to the 16 days, but I think opening week they are going to be. I think they're going to come back down to earth a little bit, and I think Tampa will win that game.
Falcons are on the road, favored by 2.5 over the Monsters of the Midway, the team that got to the NFC title game and should have knocked off the Packers. Would have if they hadn't had their quarterback injured. I'll start. Well, Guardsy, you start.
I'm going to the Chicago Bears to win that game as well.
Any particular reason?
They're at home, really. I mean, I like the home team. I don't think the Falcons are going on the road week 1 and winning the game. I'm taking the easy way out and just saying the home team wins this game.
Gerby?
First of all, the Bears are terrible.
Why are they terrible? How are they terrible?
They're bad. They got a bad quarterback. They got bad defense. They got bad everything. They're very bad. And they got no class. And they really don't.
Wait a minute. How much class did Woodson have throwing a punch last night?
No, he's just high-spirited.
High-spirited, you say?
No, he didn't throw a punch. This guy banged his head into him.
By the way, I think I said Tampa Bay had made the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs, but they had a good. Weren't they 10-6?
Yeah, you guys don't have any clue about football.
Yeah, well,
Are you a sports station or what?
Occasionally.
Had the Lions not scored 17 fourth-quarter points against Tampa late in the year, Tampa would have went to the playoffs, and Green Bay would have not.
Good point.
That's how bad Detroit is. Okay, here's the fact.
You should give the Lions a Super Bowl ring. Send them a ring.
Atlanta's going to run up and down the field. Up and down the field. They're going to win. What is that noise?
Who did you pick?
Atlanta.
Yeah, I can't hear some kids making a lot of noise.
Chargers are at home favored by 8.5 over.
That game?
Oh, sorry, I didn't let you pick that one. Did I? Go ahead. Well, I don't even know if you're on the air right now.
Did you pick the Bears game?
No, I didn't.
I didn't pick the Bears. I didn't either.
You didn't either?
I've completely lost control. There's too many distractions.
Well, because you're afraid to pick the Bears game because you know what's going to happen to your club.
Bears, we all know how lucky they've been. When the year they got to the Super Bowl, it was all luck.
Horseshoe.
Last year, all luck. Nevertheless, the lucky Bears are going to luck into. There'll be a ball will bounce off 3 guys and fall into Johnny Knox's hands, probably with 1:10 to go, and the Bears will come from behind and knock off the Atlanta Falcons in their opener at Soldier Field. Comment?
Well, we talked about this earlier today, off air, about every year there's a team that makes the playoffs one year, and the next year they kind of fall on hard times.
Yes.
The Vikings were that team last year, 12-4, NFC Championship game, 6-10 last year. I don't know why. You wouldn't think so because they seem to still have all the pieces, but I think this year the Falcons are going to be, I'm not saying they're going 6-10, but I just don't think they're going to be quite as good as they were last year. I think that game when they lost to Green Bay, that's a game you got to win. You're at home, you're flying high, you're probably the better team. At least you've got to be thinking that. And then you go and lose that game as badly as they did. I think they go into Chicago, and I think they get spanked. I think Chicago wins that game.
Chargers are favored by 8.5 over the Vikings. Pre-game show starts at 1 o'clock right here on what we like to call the Fan. Sunday Sermons, 2-hour edition, 9 a.m. Packer Preview, Gerby's favorite show.
That's a good show.
8 a.m. with David Sinekin.
I saw him yesterday.
At the ball game?
Yeah, we high five. My wife's seats are close to his.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Your wife's seats?
He makes his wife sit higher than he does at the game.
What's that all about?
Last night after the first half, I moved.
Well, why can't you sit with your wife at the game?
I sit with Randy during the game.
Well, that's ridiculous. Sit with your wife.
Well, she doesn't